I really hope today's lesson is online. Blue,
Welcome.
turn on Learning Lab.
A's online initiating.
Connect today's lesson.
Get your education, sir. Connecting.
Alright, welcome back everyone to S.E.A today, presented by A's Online Tutoring Services, where we bring you here to help you get your education as we prepare for your upcoming S.E.A exams. So, today we're going to dive back into what we've been doing all week, practicing section 2 questions, and we want to give a special shout out to Elite Tutoring Services, who provided the practice test this year. And we're dealing with mathematics section 2, questions 31 to 36, which is the last part of section 2 questions. So get ready, make sure you have what you need to follow along, to take notes, and we'll dive straight into today's first question. So let's get into it. The table below shows the ages of girls in a standard 5 class. So we see ages on the left, number of girls on the right, and there are 6 girls under 10, 3 girls who are 10. We don't have a number for the amount of girls who are 11. 9 girls are 12, and 5 girls are over 12. If 25% of the girls are less than 11 years old, how many girls are 11 years old? Alright, so in order for us to calculate this, we need to have an idea of the total amount of girls. And the good thing is we have a percentage, and keep in mind that a percent is actually the same thing as a fraction. It's just a fraction written out of 100. So the fraction that represents 25% is 1 over 4. It's a quarter. One of the fractions to percent that you could memorize. So if we know the fraction is a quarter, and we know how many girls are less than 11 years old, we can figure that out by looking at the table. We'll be able to find the total. So this quarter is representation of a certain amount of girls, and that will be girls that are less than 11 years old. So if I am less than 11 years old, that means I have to be 10 years old, or else including under 10 years old. So to be 6 girls plus the 3 from 10 years old. And 6 plus 3, it's easy to add, you see, you get 9. So a quarter represents 9 girls. And we just go to our notes on the side to find the total, to find the whole, to find 100%. Whatever you choose to refer to it as, we take the number and we divide it by the fraction. That will always give us the total amount. So we're going to do that to help us figure out the amount for 11 years old. So we're going to take the 9 girls, which is the amount or the number of girls, and divide it by a quarter. The rule for dividing fractions, we went over that in our earlier videos this week, so be sure to check out those if you haven't. We have 9 over 1, keeping it as a fraction, changing the divide to multiply, and flipping the second fraction. 3 steps in dividing. Nothing here could reduce, so we just multiply going across on top, multiply going across at the bottom, and we get a total of 36 girls. And if we have a total of 36 girls, we will be able to calculate the missing amount, because there's only one missing amount. So we just add up the rest. 6 plus 3 is 9, plus the other 9 for 12, plus the 5 over 12. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 5 is 23 girls. And if it is 36 is the total, we have 23 already accounted for in the table, then the difference will give us the amount for 11. So 36 take away 23 will give us the answer, you see. So 36 take away 23, 6 take away 3 is 3, 3 take away 2 is 1. So that is 13 girls who are 11 years old. Alright, that would be for 2 marks. A good bit of working for 2 marks, but it's simple mathematics, and once you understand finding the total using fractions, you could apply that any type of question that has fractions. Alright, so let's get on to the next question. The shape below represents a bathroom floor. Each square tile has an area of 4 centimeters squared. Shade a portion of the shape to represent 56 centimeters squared. So if each square tile has an area of 4 centimeters squared, we need to find out how many 4 centimeters squareds will take up 56 centimeters squared. Alright, area of any square is side by side, and that's how we got the area of 4, because the sides of the squares is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So in order for us to actually get amount of squares we need to shade, we need to divide. And we could do long division for those who need to practice. 4 into 5 is 1. 4 times 1 is 4. You subtract to see if we have any remainder. We have a remainder of 1. Bring down the next number and then divide again. 4 into 16 is 4. 4 fours are 16, and we have no more remainder once we take away. So by right, we really have to shade only 14. 14. Alright, let's see if we can get a color to shade with here. Wonderful. So we have to shade 14 squares. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just 2 rows. 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows. 14 squares will give us 56 centimeters squared, because this square is 4, this square is 4, this square is 4, and by the time you add up all, you'll get 56. Alright, so that's the answer there for number 32. Next question. Let's write it in. We got 14. That was another 2 marks. Draw the lines of symmetry on the shape below. So we're going to use our ruler to draw these lines. And what is symmetry? When we draw a line of symmetry, one side is identical to the other side. Right? So when the line cuts the shape in 2. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring our ruler, line up our lines of symmetry. So the thing is that the vertices of each side that's opposite to each other would give us a line of symmetry. So that's 1. If you look at both sides of the shape here, it is identical on either side. So we're just gonna do that for vertex to vertex. Let's get our ruler lined up. So this will be the second line. So that's 2. Let's go again. Vertex to vertex. And they're all going to intersect at one point in the middle once all the lines are straight. But yeah, they asked us to draw it. So you'll take your time in the exam and make sure that you cover all of them. So we're going really, really steep here. Last line. Straighten up the ruler, line it up. Alright. There we go. All of those are the lines of symmetry. Each one cutting the shape in half and giving us an identical shape on both sides. Next question. That was 2 marks. On the grid below, join 4 dots to form a quadrilateral whose properties include 1 pair of parallel sides and no right angles. So this is an interesting question. But when we think of quadrilaterals, we have like 5 or 6 different options, depending on who you ask, at least for this level. With the hint or the information of 1 pair, and you see they put the 1 in capital letters, that narrows it down to only 1 option, right? Most of the quadrilaterals has 2 pairs of parallel sides. So when we're talking about only 1 pair, we're down to the trapezium. And we're gonna have a video up on quadrilaterals on our channel, Get Your Education, in one of our series soon, so you can check that out to explore what are all of these quadrilaterals. Now, we don't want to form a trapezium with a right angle, because some trapeziums do have right angles. So when it comes to the dots, we want to avoid 2 connecting dots that could create a right angle, and that would be that L shape. So this type of shape, we don't want to have that. That's a right angle there. So what we're going to do is try and find the 1 pair of parallel sides. As the question told us, it has 1 pair of parallel sides as the main point. So let's find dots that could create a pair of parallel sides. Alright, so we can get that here. That's parallel, and down here it's parallel. That will make the lines parallel, short line, and then if we connect these 2, there we go. 4 sides, no right angles, 1 pair of parallel sides. But to me, there's another one, a smaller one, similar idea, parallel to this. The dots are not immediately next to, so it will not create a right angle when we connect them. Alright, so either of them would give us the correct answer. Both trapeziums, and they have 1 pair of parallel sides, and they have no right angles. So that's it for this question. Then they say name the quadrilateral formed. Well, we already did that. That's the trapezium. And we did all of that work for a nice chunk of 3 marks. Alright, so that is that question. Moving along to the next question. John calculated the average of 20 numbers and got 84. In his calculation, the number 88 was incorrectly read as 68 while calculating the average. Calculate the correct average. So this happens a lot of the times. We make mistakes and we need to go back and change it. So let's help John in his changes. And one thing I like to talk about when we're dealing with average is 2 parts to it. We know how to find the average, the total divided by the number of items. When we need to consider also what the total is if we don't have the total in the question. And how do we calculate the total? Items multiply by average. So we're going to apply that because we know the average, which is 84, because he got 84 when he calculated the average. and that was out of 20 numbers. So that 20 is the number of items. So this is the total. This will give us the total, and multiplying by numbers ending in 0 are very easy. So I'm going to put that on the bottom, the 20. Just add the 0 immediately under the 0, drop it down, and then multiply by the next number. So 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 8 is 16. And that's all you have to do. 1680 is the total. And in his calculation, the number 88 was incorrectly added. So since 88 was not supposed to be there, it was incorrect. I'm going to take it out from the total. Alright, 0 cannot take away nothing, so we're going to borrow from the 8. 10 take away 8 is 2. 7 cannot take away 8, so we're going to borrow from the 6, make that 5. 17 take away 8 is 9. 5 take away nothing is 5. 1 take away nothing is 1. So without the 1590, without the 88, the total is 1592. And oh, no, that's my bad. I'm supposed to take out 68 because the number 88 was incorrectly read. My bad. So the number 88, it was supposed to be 88 and he read it as 68. So this is going to change. This happens, getting lost in the numbers a little bit. So we got 1680. And we're going to change our answer here. 0 take away 8 is, can't do that, borrow from the 8, make a 7. 10 take away 8 is 2. 7 take away 6 is 1. So we get 1612. And it was supposed to be 88. So we're going to add 88 to the 1612. 2 plus 8 is 10. Bring the 0 down. The 1 will be added over here. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 8 is another 10. Bring the 0 in. The 1 will be added to the 6. So we get 1700. So they want the correct average, which would have to mean we're going to now apply the formula everybody knows. Total, which is 1700, divided by the number of items, which is 20. Cross off our zeros. 22 1, 2017 is 8, remainder 1. 2 into 10 is 5. So the correct average is 85, and he got 84. So the answer changed, and that's the answer there for 2 marks. Last question for today. The bar graph shows the number of concert tickets 5 students had remaining after a week of sales. So you see Joey, Maya, Raul, Ramesh, and Chin. So the tickets remaining for Joey was 20, for Maya is 50. Please do this for all your bar graph questions. For Raul is in the middle of 10 and 20, so that would be 15. Ramesh is 30, and Chin is 10. Always write the number at the top of the bar so you can have a very clear picture of what is happening and what is what. Now, this question is a little simple once we read it clearly. This is how many tickets the students had remaining. Not how many tickets were sold, how many tickets were remaining. The question is saying the total number of tickets given was 200. Which student should be given more tickets? Give a reason for your answer. Alright, so out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students, who should be given more tickets to sell? Who do you think? Think about it for a second. Well, the best answer would be to give Chin more tickets to sell. Why? Why Chin? Chin have the least amount of tickets remaining. We're not gonna write this out, I'm just gonna explain it. Chin has the least amount of tickets remaining. So if Chin has the least amount of tickets remaining, then Chin should get more tickets, because that means Chin is really good at selling tickets. Alright? So if Chin is good at selling tickets, give Chin some more tickets to sell. And that will be the answer. No set of mathematics or calculations here. Once we identify who's sold the most, then we can decide that person could get some more tickets to sell. Alright? So that'll be it. That's it for today's questions. Thank you very much for joining me for S.E.A today, and a very special thank you to Elite Tutoring Services for providing us with this year's practice test. Be sure to check out their resources at their website, elitetutoringservices.com, as well as their booklets at Sharon's bookstores nationwide. So thanks a lot for joining me today. My name is Andre. Continue to put the hard work in as we help you to get your education right here on YouTube. So I'll see you next time for section 3 questions. See you later.
Hey Blue. Make sure to like this one and share to my favorites.
Already done, sir.
Great, thanks.
No problem.
Remind me to log in tomorrow again.
Reminder is set.
Sign out Learning Lab.
A's online disconnected.
I'm out. See you later.
See you when you get back, sir. Remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.